I ain't never been in Texas like that. And no, he's not. There is a David Winfrey registered from Texas on the sex offender list. It's Jason David Winfrey. His middle name is Brian. It's not the same stack, not the same birthday, not the same age. And for a long time, there wasn't a picture by that man's name on that registry. Now there is. And people ran with that. So when people ask me, why am I getting so upset? Because every last person that I see, and what upsets me, I really don't pay attention to a lot of these people that I don't know that say it, because I know they don't know what they're talking about. It's the people that I know up here in this business that I've actually had personal conversations with about this. And they supposedly respect me, and they're my friends, but then they go and do that, not understanding that y'all put me and my family in danger when y'all do that to people I don't even fucking know. That shit has consequences for people that are innocent. Here's another one. I've heard, Stack can't go 100 feet within a school. Really? Because I've been with him when he picked his kids up from school. I've been there with him whenever he took his daughter to a daddy-daughter dance at school. I know personally it's fucking bullshit. I've seen it. The man's got an ex-wife, Deuce. We all know how ex-wives can be. Do you honestly think if he was really a sex offender, his ex-wife would allow him to have his kids unsupervised? No. Do you think his daughter would let his grandbaby stay with him unsupervised? No. Y'all drink too much Kool-Aid out here on this fucking internet and on these fucking articles that are posted. When it's easy, all you got to do is go to the National Sex Offender Registry anywhere in the continental United States of America. If you're registered, you'll be on that motherfucker. And he's not. I'm so sick. For fucking 20 years, I've heard people get mad at that man and call him a fucking sex offender. Nothing against Adam Calhoun. Got nothing but respect for him. But started out, he was calling him a sex offender. Then the man got in the fucking studio with him. And because that shit happened with Nashville and he thought Stack set him up, he went back to calling him a fucking sex offender. Which is it?
I can do it all by myself. I don't need nobody else.
That is my brother, and I'll stand right here and I'll stand on fucking 10 toes down. If I had my daughter with me and I had to go to the fucking hospital in Nashville, Tennessee, I have no fucking problem, and I wouldn't hesitate to call Stack and leave my daughter with Stack. And anybody and everybody knows me, knows exactly how I feel about my kids and what kind of dad I am.
That's one thing I'll say, man. It seems like all the people that really know him and that are close to him, they all have nothing but good things to say about him, man. And it's like, nah, that dude didn't do that shit, you know.
But what kills me is the majority of the people I hear say that shit have either been around me and ain't said a fucking word to my face about it, and they haven't allowed him up and interviewed him about it. There's an interview that he did with Twain from Twain Around and that girl, explaining all of it.
Okay.
The girl he got accused for.
No, it's what's her name? The blonde. The podcast, not Bunny's podcast. She's a blonde hair girl.
You talking about the girl that does the shit with Twain Around?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't remember her name, but I know.
That news podcast. It does the podcast and she interviews artists and shit. Right. She sat there and I think it's a 2-part fucking interview. That's how much stuff they sit there and talk about. If he was a sex offender, do you really think that 3 6 Mafia would have had him in their fucking movie whenever they shot Hustle and Flow?
True. Jello did too.
Wait a minute, he was in Hustle and Flow?
Yeah, he's the DJ in the strip club.
Yeah, he's the DJ in the strip club. Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Hold on. That's like one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, he's in Hustle and Flow.
That's him.
That was a big moment, man.
And they called him and asked him. He didn't fight.
Yeah. Street Flavor was doing big shit, bro. For real. You couldn't go to Nashville without hearing about Haystak. Yeah, he was the DJ.
I apologize. I have severe technical difficulties.
So not only do I take it as disrespect when I hear people on the internet saying stuff that they haven't said to that man's face or to mine for that matter, I take it as disrespect because it shows me that a motherfucker don't care about other people's safety. Because regardless if somebody wants that man to move around or not, he's one of the fucking trailblazers in this business. He's going to get booked at shows. He's going to be moving around in public, and he's going to have people with him. Just like any other artist. So you're not just putting that man's life in danger, you're putting everybody around him in danger. And that's some bullshit on anybody's part.
I walked into a real awkward time, huh? Shit.
I'm trying to find this clip.
He's talking about Haystak, man. And like I said, TJ ain't the only one that came out in his defense, and it's people that are actually close to him that know him.
And I'm not speaking from a fan's point of view. I'm speaking to somebody who sits down and breaks bread with this man. And sit there and have countless hours of conversations and watched him move at these shows. I've been his security. I've been, like, he's put his life into my hands, bro.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm just saying, like, people who don't know the man, because I don't know the man. I wasn't, around in the genre at that point in time. I don't know, but he could be totally right and say he could be totally innocent. Just people like me, they don't know when you see that shit. It's like, I'm going to step away. That's all.
Has Stack made fucking questionable moves in business moves? When it comes to money, when it comes to features? Absolutely. Has he had a right to be mad at him? Absolutely. Have I had a reason to be mad at him? Absolutely. But when you're mad at somebody, that's not a name you put. I'll sit there. His daughters read this shit on Facebook and seeing the hurt in their eyes because they know it's not true.
Yeah.
They know it's not true.
Yeah,
I've seen the effect firsthand. But I know that it's not true to the point I would put my life on it. Like, I'm willing to go to war behind that shit because that's how real it is. My wife is an ex-paralegal. She's the one who got fucking the evidence in that courtroom when that girl got back in the corner and had to sit up there and admit that she lied.
I don't know nothing about all this shit.
You wouldn't, because they only want to focus on the clout. SMG. It's kind of, before you jumped on here, I even made the point. All these people you hear saying this shit about Haystak, go back and see if they have that same energy about sex offenders in their own neighborhood that live on their block or their town. They don't. The only reason they speak on Haystak because it's
another man does. That's the only move I move. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as somebody who's from a complete outsider perspective, you know how it goes. Like, I'm sure you've as somebody that happens around you that you probably would have the same look. You'd be like, I don't know, that's weird shit. That's all.
Dr. Dad King said, this is what I'm talking about. Go to Google and Google yourself and look it up. What is Google, bro? Google picks up every fucking thing ever said on the fucking internet. Google is not a reliable source.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not arguing that.
This man's so this is what people are saying is their news source, man. They think
catch charges. Just a question. Did he catch charges?
He caught charges for sexual assault.
Yeah, so that's charges. That's not Google.
That's charges. He wasn't convicted.
Okay. I don't know, man. Like, to me, it's like, well, you know, when you're an outsider, don't know the situation. It's like, I hope you're a good dude. I hope everything's good. But like, as an outsider, don't know. You're always like, got some weird shit going on.
Right. No, for sure. And that's my point. Like, people saying that shit to these people who don't know the situation and don't know the truth, spreading the propaganda. It don't just put Stack in danger. It puts motherfuckers that are around Stack to go to these shows with him in danger. Me and my wife. What's gonna happen one day when a motherfucker thinks Stack's a fucking pedophile and he's not, and they really hate pedophiles and they really stand on fucking putting a bullet in somebody, pulls up at a show, me and my wife are at with Stack, shoots at Stack and hits my wife and kills my wife. And all this time Stack was never a fucking pedophile.
I always say that people use that word too freely anyway.
Absolutely.
My attitude is like, not a pedophile. Sexual assault. Was he?
Okay, the sexual assault came from Iowa, SMG Jimmy. Okay. Whenever Brandy was on stage and said that he reached around and grabbed her pussy on camera.
Okay.
And he got arrested in Iowa. It was like 2014. He got beat the fuck up there by the cops. Like, the man was in the hospital for a while. She winded up sitting on that stand when it went to trial. And
happening to people like that.
She sat on that stand, admitted she lied, issued a public apology, and still talks to Stack on the phone to this day.
Oh, wow.
Todd King said in 2006 he was charged and convicted of sexual assault. He was sentenced to 11 months, 29 days supervised probation.
Now that was his girlfriend.
I'm just saying, like, to an outsider, now we're at like reason number 3 for the same shit about different shit. That's crazy.
I get it, dog. But you know, whenever you get that put on you the first time and you have money and you're making noise, motherfuckers see a money pot, dog.
I don't know. That sounds that many times. That sounds suspicious. I'm just being real with you, bro. As an outsider, I get it as a friend. I mean, if I got homies that have done some evil shit where it's like I didn't want to believe that about them, and I would have never believed it about them. But if it comes out that it's true, you know what I'm saying?
It's not true.
Yeah. I hear you.
I don't know.
I don't know one way or the other.
I mean, the man speaks on it and tells the whole fucking story on that fucking podcast, bro. And he don't fucking sugarcoat nothing. He tells everything the way it happened.
TJ ain't the only one that is spoke out in his defense that is close to him that knows him. But me personally, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just saying. I wanted to hear what TJ had to say about it.
I don't know. It's just some. What do you think, T?
So about the pedophile shit, I understand where TJ's coming from because what was it? 4 years ago, somebody called me a pedophile, put out my picture of my house, like the whole front yard, backyard, left and right. And I always said, that's kind of fucked up because all it takes is one person to believe that shit to be real. And my grandson, who is 100% autistic, he's like nonverbal. I've never heard his voice. I don't know what it sounds like to this day. He's 8 years old. And if I'm at work and somebody says, well, hey, that Triple T dude, he's a fucking pedophile. Here's his fucking address. This is what his house looks like. And they pull up to my fucking house while I'm at work. And they come in. If they're able to get past my dogs, they take my wife out because apparently she must be supportive of it. And they kill her. And I come home. And here's my grandson with blood all over him trying to wake his grandmother up. It's kind of fucked up because
you know, it's crazy you said that, because about 2-3 months ago, when this shit started coming back up with the juggalos and stuff, and they were trying to get Stack's shit shut down, in the comments, someone called himself doxing Stack's address, okay? With this address, put the Google Maps there to show the house and everything, and someone pulled up to that house, bro. Stack hadn't lived there in fucking 10 years. It was a whole different family. They didn't even know who Stack was.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. 20 years ago, and I had a conversation with Elmer about this the other night. 20 years ago, if you call somebody racist, you better have damn good evidence to prove it. But people use that word so freely, it lost its power. Now when people call you racist, what do people say? Okay, what else you got? Because it doesn't have that shock value anymore. Same thing with pedophile. People use that word so freely, eventually people are going to get tone deaf to it. And when there's an actual pedophile in the area, and somebody says, oh, that guy's a pedophile, or that woman's a pedophile, people are like, yeah, they say that about everybody. And they're just going to overlook it. And then eventually, that person who is actually that fucking piece of shit is actually going to hurt a child. So my message to the internet would be, unless there's actual fucking paperwork, stop going around calling people fucking pedophiles. Because you're going to get somebody fucking killed. Innocent people. That's my stance on it.
Do you have to like somebody? Absolutely not. Is anybody on here trying to recruit motherfuckers to be a fan of Stack? No, not in the least. You ain't got to like somebody. But if you ain't fucking sit there and said that shit to that man's face, or called him that to his face, shut the fuck up. That's all I'm saying.
I ain't calling him nothing, but I would definitely ask him. That's some questionable shit, dog.
Yeah, for sure. But all these people, all these tough motherfuckers on the internet talking about Stack, like there's people in the comments talking and all that, talking about he's a bitch. He can be all that. I don't give a fuck if you call him that or not. Keep that.
I ain't going on that.
What's up?
He just said there's a couple dudes in this lane that have some weird charges that they say are good dudes, and I'm just like, I just don't. How you get weird charges, man? That's just the only thing that's weird to me about it. Like, I'm pretty much as wild as it gets as far as living that life type shit.
So let's not. If we're all from the streets, let's not act like the